Okay, can you turn your video on? Yeah. Hare Krishna. You can start singing. Your voice is not clear. Your voice is not clear. Can you use your earphones or something? Use headphones and start singing.
Now can you hear me?
It's very low. It's very low. Sorry? Hare Krishna. I can't hear you.
And now can you hear me?
Okay, sing. It's fine, sing.
Renu
Hare Krishna, very nice. Okay, just that your voice was a little low, but it's okay. Okay, Hi Bol, happy Krishna conscious birthday. Okay, may you serve the Lord more and more. And it's Ekadashi today, and it's your birthday as well. So chant more, serve the Lord more, and offer Tulsi today. Don't forget. Okay, and don't pluck Tulsi today. Okay, Hare Krishna.
and can I leave?
Yeah, you can leave.
Now can I send the attendance links?
Attendance link, is it? 1 moment. I've shared it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, let's begin. Today is day 15. Okay, chapter 15. So today's chapter 15 is also a part of Jnana Yoga. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay. Yeah, so today is chapter 15. Okay, the teachings we are learning is based on A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Okay, why am I not able to share this full screen? Just give me one moment, there's some problem with my computer today. Okay, okay, Hare Krishna. So, chapter 15. What was chapter 14? Put it in the chat. What did we learn in chapter 14? Quick, quick, quick. Yeah, three modes of material nature. Okay, somebody chanted 4 rounds today. Very good. Who is this? Rishika. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the three modes of material nature: Sattva guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Okay, so Sattva means good. Okay, and Rajo means passion, and Tamo means ignorance. That is bad, very bad. Okay, so chapter 15 is Purushottama Yoga. Okay, we will understand more about the Lord. Lord is called Purushottama. Why is the Lord called Purushottama? Because he is Purusha, right? He is the enjoyer. He is the supreme enjoyer, and he is the best enjoyer. He is the supreme enjoyer, and he is the best Purusha, right? That's why Purusha Uttama. Okay, he is called Purushottama. And so we will understand a yoga. Yoga means connecting, right? So how to connect with Purushottama, and we will understand more about the Lord in this chapter. Okay, so we will be learning the differences between material world and spiritual world. We will also understand how to get detached from the material world and get attached to the spiritual world, so that we can go back to Krishna. And also surrendering to Krishna is the only way, ultimate way. Okay, appreciating Krishna's position as our maintainer of this world. So Krishna, in this chapter, he will talk more about how he is maintaining this world. We all know the the Gunavataras, right? Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. So Brahma creation, Vishnu is for maintaining. So we will learn more about the maintaining. How is he maintaining this world? Okay, and then knowing Krishna means knowing everything. As far as we are staying in this material world, it's difficult for us to understand about Krishna. And we always give our importance to understanding other things, right? Our physics, biology, chemistry, and all that. But Krishna is saying knowing Krishna means knowing everything. There is nothing else left for us to understand. That's why it is called Raja Vidyam, right? We learned in the 9th chapter. Okay. Okay. Attendance link once more. Okay. Yeah, let's offer our obeisances. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnana Anjanashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so the translation part we all know, right? So Krishna, Krishna is present in all of us in the form of Chaitya Guru, and a guru's job is to bring us into light by extinguishing all the darkness. Okay, and yeah, so Prabhupada has taken shelter at Krishna's feet, and that's why he's very dear to Krishna, and that's why he's our ultimate Siksha Guru. okay, for all ISKCON devotees. And he got instruction from his guru, that is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, to go abroad, to go to the Western countries and give them Krishna. Okay, they were all in darkness, they were all into impersonalism and voidism. So Prabhupada is the one who went and gave them Krishna consciousness. Okay, and before chanting Hare Krishna, we need to chant Panchatattva mantra, because these Panchatattvas are the ones who gave us Hare Krishna Mahamantra, right? So they are the ones who will forgive all our offenses in case when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Of course, we will do a lot of offenses, right? So now, what is Gigo? Recap of previous chapter, right? So what you take in comes out, right? It's not just your thoughts, it is about your food as well. If you eat dirty food, junk food, non-veg, okay, dead bodies and all that, what happens? Dead bodies, I mean dead thoughts come from your mind, and bad words come from your mouth. Okay, all bad only will happen. Okay, and obviously only when you eat fresh, your mind will also start thinking fresh, and what you speak will also be fresh, and what you do is also going to be fresh, as in good. Okay, so garbage in, garbage out. A simple example is computer. Okay, what you input, the same thing will be outputted on the screen, right? If you type A on the screen, on the monitor, A will appear on the A on the keyboard, A will appear on the monitor, right? Same thing happens with us as well, the same mechanism. So our philosophy is not garbage in, garbage out, it is good in, good out. Okay, and how will you develop good habits? Okay, it is through chanting. Okay, a lot of us know, we will be like, after listening to yesterday's class, we'll be like, I know we have to stop eating non-veg, we have to leave all that non-veg and all, egg and all that. Okay, but after the class gets over, the motivation goes down, right? You'll be like, no, I will eat non-veg, what is there? We are all kids, it's fine. Okay, that thing comes in our mind. But how do you stay motivated? It's through chanting. The moment you start chanting, you will slowly, I'm not telling today if you chant, tomorrow you will stop eating non-veg. You will slowly stop all that, okay? At least the motivation level is there in us, okay? And slowly, after probably, say, if you chant properly, every day, regularly, consistently, then after probably 6 months or 7 months, you will slowly such thoughts start coming in your mind. Okay, I need to stop, I need to pray more, I need to chant more. All such thoughts start coming in your mind, because your mind is now focused. All you have in your mind is Hare Krishna, right? All you have in your mind is Krishna. So Krishna means goodness, Krishna means happiness, right? So all along with chanting is the main thing. With that, supporting is your food habits. Eat vegetarian food, eat fresh food, and eat prasadam, what is offered to the Lord. Okay, and then doing kirtan with your friends, reading Bhagavad Gita, listening to Bhagavad Gita lectures, all these add up. Okay, they are all very, very important. They are like catalysts. Okay, and yeah, now we come into the chapter. Okay, so now Krishna explains a tree. Okay, in this chapter we will be learning about a tree. Okay, it's an imaginary tree. Okay, it's a banyan tree. Okay, and the specialty of this tree is it's a reverse of banyan tree. The banyan tree, which is ulta, upside down. Okay, so what happens when the banyan tree is ulta? The roots of the tree will be up, right? Roots of the tree will be up, and all the, for a banyan tree, roots also hang down, right? Right? So those roots will be hanging upwards again, right? So all the roots will be upwards, and the branches and all will be downwards, correct? So leaves will also be downwards. So the entire tree is upside down. Okay, and now the significance of this tree is, this tree symbolizes material world. Okay, so material world is an ulta, inverted banyan tree. That means the banyan tree which is actually right, in the right form, which is not inverted, okay, is the spiritual world. Okay, you can see here, this is the actual banyan tree, okay, which is the spiritual world. You can see Krishna and Radha, right? And this is the inverted banyan tree. So these are the roots and these are the branches and all. Okay, so this is the material tree. Okay, why do we have this material world? It's because of our desire. We wanted, Krishna told us, don't go, we came down, right? We told, no, we want to go, we want to enjoy without you, right? That is a desire we had. That based on this desire, the in material world is standing. That means material world is standing on our desire. Okay, the moment our desire gets converted to Krishna, okay, all our material desires, I want that, I want this, all that gets converted to I want Krishna. This desire will no longer stand and we all can go back to Krishna. Okay, so it's based on our individual mindset. Okay, the moment you start saying I don't want anything, I want only Krishna, you will go back to Krishna, because that's when you will start chanting more with more focus. Okay, so here the leaves of the tree represent the Vedas. Okay, and the branches of the trees are all downwards. Okay, and also the root, the main root of the tree, which is underground, is actually on top now, right? And that is representing Brahmaloka, that is the Satyaloka. Okay, so this is just a brief representation of the tree, and yeah, it's standing on desire. Okay, so here you can see it more, and we have four ambitions, no, for all materialists: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That means they are living for definitely to follow dharma, and then artha, that is economic development. We all want to earn money, right? And then kama is we have a lot of desires, no, we want to fulfill all our desires. And then moksha. So see, moksha is coming at the end. So people here, all material people, they definitely want moksha, but moksha is coming after kama. They want desire, they have so many desires, so they want enjoyment. Only after enjoyment they want moksha, right? So that's how that's why that is why it is standing on desire. Okay, so you can see economic development, religiosity, sense gratification, these are all parts of the banyan tree that we have, the inverted banyan tree. Okay, so it starts from Brahmaloka, that is Satyaloka, and then again we have demigods planets, and then earthly planets, and then down bottom of this particular tree will be Patala Lokas, all Asura Lokas. Okay, so yeah, so this is nourished by the three modes of material nature. Now understand, this inverted banyan tree is a material, is the representation of the entire material world. And how does the material world function? Yesterday we saw it is functioning based on the three modes of material nature, right? The three gunas, sattva, tamo, raju and tamo, right? And so this tree, the entire tree is nourished by the three modes of material nature. And yeah, so the twigs, that is the branches, right? They are the objects of the senses. Okay, so objects as in anything beautiful, anything bad, everything, objects of the senses. So to enjoy the senses, branches represent that. Okay, and this tree also has roots going down. So the hanging roots, those roots go down here. Okay, I already told you the hanging roots, right, for the banyan tree. So they are bound to the fruitive actions, they are bound to kama, that is karma. Karma or fruitive activities, right? We do something for because we want something back, that is karma, right? So those are those hanging roots representing. Okay, so the entire material manifestation is representing this tree. Okay, all the species, not just humans, we have demigods also, right? Animals also, everything, and asuras as well. So now Krishna is the original root. The original root is what? The original tree, which is not inverted. Okay, that is the original tree, right? The reflection of that original tree is the inverted tree, that is the material world. So the original root is Krishna. Okay, from whom everything is emanated. So when there is a reflection coming, reflection always comes from the original object, correct? So that original tree is Krishna. Okay, from that original tree, this reflection or reflected tree is coming, and then this is material world. Okay, so that's why we say material world is not permanent, it's just a reflection. Reflection can go anytime, right? And yeah, so to gain favor of that personality of Godhead, the only way is to surrender. And how do you surrender? The first step to surrender to the Lord is to start chanting. Okay, that means when you chant, you tell the Lord, you are giving signal to the Lord saying, yes, I am becoming your devotee, I want to surrender to you, that's why I've started chanting. So God will listen, because he is there in Paramatma, no, is there as Paramatma, so he will listen. Okay, so it is through devotion service, that is through chanting, hearing. Okay, So that's the only way we can get out of this material world, because we are living in the reflection, can you imagine, which is so temporary. Okay, so now we'll see the differences between the spiritual world and the material world. Okay, so spiritual world is permanent. Okay, it is eternal. I just told you material world is temporary, and there is true love. Why there is true love in spiritual world? Because Krishna never says, okay, you give me that, I will start loving you. If I love you, you will start doing this to me, so I will start loving you. Krishna never says that. It's unconditional, right? Krishna is like our father, right? He is our father, so he never says, you do this, then only I will start loving you. Whatever love you get there is eternal and true, because he loves you without all the conditions. See, even after saying we don't want you, Krishna, and we came down, right? Even after that, he is not leaving us. He is there in us as Paramatma. He is coming down so many times in so many incarnations and guiding us, right? If any difficulty comes, Krishna comes and protects us. So look at the amount of true love he has for us. But here in the material world, it's all lust, right? Okay, you do this to me, I will do this to you. Okay, if I start loving this person, I'll get nice help from this person, right? That is, we always have an intention behind our love. That's why it is not true. Nothing is true in this world, okay? But in spiritual world, you get true happiness, which is everlasting. It's always there, really existing, eternal. But in temporary, in material world, it's very temporary. And yeah, so spiritual world, true relationships. Why? Because we all have a relationship with Krishna, right? And when we have a relationship with Krishna, it can never go away, because Krishna is eternal, we are also eternal. When we go to spiritual world, we don't go in this material body, we go in our spiritual body. That means we also will not have death. So when there is no death, our relationship continues, right? Continues ever after. And whereas here we all die, right? And obviously, see, we all had, imagine our great grandfather, right? But he is no more today. Some people might have, but some people might not have their great grandfather, right? So that relationship has ended over there, right? When the person has died, that relationship also ends. So it is temporary. And in spiritual world, there is no sadness, because there is Krishna. Krishna means happiness. Whereas here in material world, there is only sadness. Correct? We cry every time. So many problems, right? And 4 real problems, which is Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Death, birth, death, old age, and disease is absent in spiritual world. Whereas those are the 4 main problems we are day and night struggling with in material world, right? So that's why in every way, qualitatively, quantitatively, every way, spiritual world is always high. Okay, it is always greater than the material world, and it is always advantageous than the material world. So can you see this? What do you understand from this? What do you understand from this? Anybody? You can raise your hands if you know the answer. Ayush, tell me.
Mataji, first it was very nice, and it was living in nice water, Mataji. But after some time, it grew old, Mataji.
Okay. So, nice interpretation. Anybody else? Durga Prasad?
No, Mataji.
You don't know? Then why did you raise? Malika, do you know?
Ma'am, it is the time that making it run.
Huh?
Ma'am, that is the time. It is running around the time.
Okay. Okay. So the actual interpretation, very nice. All of you are coming up with good interpretation. So the actual interpretation is that this whatever animal is representing us, okay, and this boundary is representing the material world. We are here stuck, janma after janma, we are here only stuck, right? Are we going back to spiritual world? No. So this is, you can see it's going, it's trying to go somewhere, but it's not going anywhere. It is not going, it's in the same place, right? It is going somewhere, but it is in the same place. Why? Because of the cycle here. This boundary is rotating, right? Can you please unmute yourself? Mute yourself. Right? This boundary is our janma and karma. Okay. Because of our karmas, what's happening? We are here only stuck. Janma after janma, we are taking birth in the material body, and we are stuck here. We are not going anywhere. And then what happens? We are in ignorance, right? Sleeping, and one fine day we all give up, we die, right? We leave our material body and we die. So no way, there is no chance for us to go out of this boundary. How do you break open this boundary and go back to Krishna? It is through chanting. Okay, see, this is a very nice representation for all of us to understand the fact that we are not really gaining anything by staying here. We are wasting time. So many janmas we had, right? 100,000 janmas. What are we doing with those janmas? Today also we are struggling, right? Again, fourth wave is coming to Bangalore, and we are again scared, right? So this is the way of existence we all have in the material world. No gain at all, okay, only loss. And how so we all want our gain, so we are all precious, right? We definitely don't deserve this suffering. So why do we have to suffer? What is the need for us to suffer? Krishna is saying, don't suffer, come back, right? So we have to go back by chanting. Okay, this is all result of our false ego. Okay, false prestige. I am this, I am Rakshita, I am the Prime Minister of this country, everybody should listen to me. This is the ego we have. Okay, a prime minister, if a prime minister starts behaving like that, what happens to the entire world? Can you imagine? Okay, so also the wrong identification. I means Rakshita. No, I am not Rakshita. Today I am Rakshita. Tomorrow when I leave this body, I go take some other body. If I take an ant's body, do you come and call that ant Rakshita? You call that ant only, right? An animal. So I am the soul. What am I? Servitor of the Lord, right? So this wrong identification and false prestige is what is making us stay here only in the material world. Okay, and finally one fine day this false prestige and wrong identification will eat us up. Okay, it will definitely eat us up, because it is covering all the knowledge we have, right? It is pushing us into darkness. Ant comes under animal kingdom. Okay, animal kingdom has aquatics, insects, reptiles, beasts like lions, everything. So all these mosquitoes, everything belongs to insects, but they all belong to animal kingdom. Okay, this is the spiritual language I just used. Okay, now, so this material world is like this, always quarreling, right? So this person is seeing 6 from this side, this person is seeing 9 from this side. It's just perception. See, material world is just a reflection, right? Reflection of the original spiritual world. So reflection means what? What you see is according to your perception, you are right. According to my perception, I am right. Right? We are living like that. See, from here this person is saying it's 4. From here this person is saying it's 3. Right? So it's all perceptions. We don't even know what is right, what is reality, because there is no reality existing in the material world. Okay, it's all happening according to the perception, right? And what is the actual reality? Spiritual world. Krishna is the actual absolute reality. Okay, so every single day we make a choice. See, I told you, right? The only power Krishna has given us is to make a choice, desire. What you choose is up to you. Whether you choose good, see, this is darkness, he's sitting here, or whether you choose light, right? It's up to you. This person is able to see the sunlight, right? So we are also in the same situation. We got to choose the right thing so we can go back to Krishna. And what is right? I told you, in this material world, there is no right, no wrong, everything is reflection. The only right or the only reality is Krishna. Choose Krishna, we can go back. Okay? Yeah. So how do you see this world? Is going to make your life. Your perception is going to make your life. So this person is over here and he's saying I'm saved. This person has a safety wheel, right? So that he won't drown. And then this person is saying I'm saved. Both of them are not saved. Can you see? This person is also in water only. If a cyclone comes, gone. Both of them are gone. If a tsunami comes, both of them are gone. Right? So we are also in the same way, thinking all temporary happiness to be permanent happiness. Right? So this is all just temporary relief that both of them have got. And they are thinking they are saved forever. Right? And yeah, our perception. How do you see this? Do you see this half full or half empty? This is what is going to take us back to the reality, the actual reality. Okay, look at this life as a gift given by Krishna. Okay, optimistic attitude, right? Look at the glass as half full. Look at this life as Krishna's gift. Krishna has given you something, use it back for Krishna itself. Okay, so chant, go back. Again, getting human form of life, I don't know how many of us will get human form of life. But if you continuously chant, and if Krishna sees you, sees the seriousness in you towards chanting and offering devotional service, he will definitely give you human form of life, and he will give you a guru also. He will give you a chance to go back to Krishna. Maybe in this life itself, right? Who knows? So you need to become very sincere. Okay, and this also, so these two are fighting for the land. Whose land is it? Krishna's land. Why are these two fighting? See, we are in we are in hallucinated condition. No, this belongs to me. Nothing belongs to us. It all belongs to Krishna. Our own body does not belong to us. Remember that. Okay, how can something else belong to us? Right? Everything we have is temporary. Okay, literally temporary. We are all under the control of Kala, right? When our time ends, when our material body's time ends, we all have to leave this, go take another body, right? So nothing we have is permanent, and this person is enjoying his money. It's not even his money, it's Krishna's money, right? So the talent, the money, everything is given to him by Krishna. So a foolish person, okay, a foolish person only thinks this is permanent, I am happy now and all, but we are not happy. So we were all fools to leave the Krishna's abode and come here and suffer, right? So I don't know what happened to us when Krishna told don't go also, we disobeyed him and we came here, right? So we were all fools. Now that's why we were all in ignorance, right? Darkness, no knowledge. A fool will never be knowledgeable. Now Krishna sends a guru, so many gurus. We've got Prabhupada who came and gave us light of knowledge, right? Now we are slowly becoming knowledgeable. That foolishness is going out, right? But still, if you don't chant, it will not go out. Okay, anybody wants to chant? Somebody wanted to chant, right? Rishika, if I'm not wrong. Who wanted to chant? Okay, Sia, chant the shloka.
निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्तः सुखदुःखसञ्ज्ञै गच्छान्दमूढा पदमव्ययं तत्.
Yes, Haribol, thank you. Okay. All of you lower your hand. If you have any questions or doubts, you can always put it in the chat. Okay. Okay, so those who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, okay, and those who know how to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, 18 to the eternal kingdom. Okay, so we have to surrender, and surrendering process, okay, Prabhupada talks about it. Okay, surrendering process is to take both happiness and distress equally, and that is very difficult. Okay, at this moment it's very difficult. So our first qualification to surrender is to become prideless. Nothing is yours. That should be our attitude. Okay, nothing is mine. It is all Krishna's prasadam. If you're getting good marks, Krishna's prasadam. If you're getting bad marks, Krishna's prasadam. Okay, that's how you first come out of this happiness and distress discrimination, and then you become prideless, and then you start reacting. You stop crying for something bad, and you stop being happy for something good. Okay, and that's how your surrendering starts. That is the process of surrendering. And how does this all happen? Through chanting. When you chant, all this automatically happens. Okay, so Krishna gives you everything the moment you start chanting. So all that Krishna wants from you is chanting, nothing else. Okay, and when you surrender, you can go back to Krishna. Okay, and in Krishna's abode, I think I already told you this, right? In spiritual abode, there is no sun, moon and all that for light. Krishna's Brahma Jyoti, the light coming out from Krishna's body, that is the one that lights, illuminates the entire spiritual world. Okay, so there is no electricity and all that there. Okay, and who else wants to chant? Who wants to chant? Ayush, chant.
मामैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
Yeah, So the living entities, okay, the living entities in this conditioned world are all eternal fragmental parts of the Lord. What are we? We are all souls, right? What are souls? Souls are the parts of the Lord. We are all parts of Krishna only, but we are separated parts of Krishna. Okay, even after going back to the spiritual world, we are we, he is he. Okay, we never merge together, but we get a spiritual body and we can continuously offer service to the Lord over there, and there is only happiness there. There is no suffering. Okay, and because of the Maya and karma that we have all done, we are struggling. Okay, and see, Krishna says we are struggling with the six senses, including the mind. Okay, so the mind is also considered. That's why sixth sense we say, no, sometimes sixth sense is the mind. Okay, so because of the sense organs that we are suffering, we want that. We want to see some nice, beautiful movie. We want to hear some nice pop music. These are all, the sense objects that is actually pushing us toward sense gratification and making us forget Krishna. Okay, so yeah, that is what is the meaning of karshati. Okay, struggling all the time, struggling. Okay, and yeah, here our karma is neatly given, demonstrated here. What you do, what you reap, what you sow, you reap that, right? So if you offer prayers and demigods and all that, next janma you will get a Krishna conscious life. Okay, because you were always praying to some god, right? In next janma, definitely you will get a devotional life, and you will get a chance to go back to Krishna. And if you pray directly to Radha and Krishna, see here, this person is praying directly to Radha and Krishna. Next janma, he's got into Golok Vrindavan, right? So after his life ends, he can get moksha. He can go back to Krishna. And those who offered service to the Guru or Vaishnavas or the devotees of the Lord, those people can definitely take birth as a devotee, okay, in their next life. And those who waste their life in eating non-veg and all, definitely take birth in the animal kingdom. And here, non-veg is compared to filth. Okay, eating filth and eating non-veg is not different. Okay, so pig eats filth, right, all the time. So a person who eats non-veg, drinks alcohol, smokes and all, is going to take birth as a pig or any other animal, a lion or something like that. Okay, and a person who has a lot of bad habits will go into dog's janma, dog's body. Okay, so different, these are all. So our next life is going to be a reflection or a conception of our present life. We say, no, our tomorrow is going to be decided by today. Same way, today, this janma, whatever we do, our next life is going to be decided based on that. So we have the power to desire and decide, right? Options Krishna has given. What do you want to choose? Non-veg or fruits? What do you want to choose? Serving a devotee or wasting time going to a cinema, mall and all that, right? So you can choose, and your next life will be depending on that. Okay, so a living entity, yeah, this we already saw, right? The living entity, the soul is not the one who is going to die. The body is the one who is going to die, right? And the soul goes and takes the other body. So the soul is referred to as consciousness, right? And so the consciousness is very pure. It's just like Krishna, because this soul is part of Krishna. Krishna is pure, so our soul is also pure. But because the soul is taking the material body's shelter, right? I am right now in this body called Rakshata, right? So I am coming into contact with the material world. That's why my soul is also becoming contaminated. Okay, it's becoming polluted. So I need to cleanse it by chanting. Okay, we all have to cleanse it by chanting. Okay, so this is the process, right? We've seen this in our second chapter itself, right? So we die, we take another body. We grow again from our childhood, we grow, adulthood, and then old age, and then we again die. See, again die and again take birth. This is going to be repeating. That picture that we saw, that GIF, right? That rat or some animal, it was trying to go somewhere, move ahead, but it was not at all moving. It was in the same place. Because of that karma cycle, it was rotating, right? And we can achieve, definitely we can go back to Krishna. How? Krishna's mercy has to be there. We saw, no, 10%, last 10% is Krishna's mercy. 90% is our endeavor. We have to put in effort. We have to prove to Krishna that we are trying hard. We are working hard. Only then, if Krishna understands our sincerity and struggle and seriousness, he will definitely, with his mercy, he will make everything happen. Okay, so we have to not give up. We have to always, with determination, go ahead. Okay, so, and Krishna is also saying, without his mercy, there cannot be sun, there cannot be moon, there cannot be fire, there cannot be anything, there cannot be thoughts also. Okay, so Krishna consciousness is so important, because only with Krishna's mercy that we can go back to Krishna. And without thinking about Krishna all the time, we cannot prove to Krishna that we are sincere. Okay, so we have to think about Krishna all the time. That is the meaning of Krishna consciousness, and that begins only with chanting. Okay, and yeah, so I enter into each planet by my energy, and by my energy they stay in orbit. We have the solar system, right? Sun, and then all the planets around the sun. So even the scientists have told orbit is the imaginary concept that they have created, right? And the revolution and what is that called, rotation of the planets is based on the orbit, right? So that orbit is Krishna's energy. That orbit is not existing, it is imaginary. Okay, but they are still staying in that particular sequence without falling down. It's because of Krishna's energy. Okay, in there is a saying, okay, or people believe that Ananta Shesha, he has so many hoods, right? The snake, he is holding each of the planets. He is literally holding each of the planets. Okay, so his hood is acting like a like the orbit, and Ananta Shesha is definitely Krishna's energy, Krishna's incarnation, right? So this is the entire universe, and like this there are multiple universes, and Krishna has created all of them. Okay, so yeah, yesterday I told you, right? He is the fire of digestion in the stomach. Jataragni, the acid content in the stomach needed for digestion is Krishna. Without that, we cannot digest our food. So we can just eat, but to digest again we need Krishna. So I told you, Krishna is very merciful. That's why Krishna's love is true love, right? Again, he is coming to digest our food. We are away from Krishna. Some people don't even chant, but they are still digesting their food, right? There are so many atheists, they are still digesting their food, right? So how? They are saying no to Krishna. They are saying, I don't believe in Krishna. But still Krishna is coming and helping them day in and day out, right? Krishna is always there with them as Paramatma. We cannot say atheists don't have Paramatma in them. Paramatma is there in atheists also. That is Krishna's mercy. That is Krishna's love, right? They might forget Krishna, but Krishna is not forgetting us. We are all Krishna's children. Okay, so he never leaves us. Okay, and yeah, so I just told you, right? Krishna is like this huge fire blaze. Okay, and we are all Jivatmas, right? Jivatmas is small sparks coming out of this fire. Okay, we are also pure. The soul, Jivatma, is pure. Jivatma is also Sachidananda. Jivatma also does not have death and birth and all. Same like Krishna. But so that's why qualitatively we are same in quality, but quantity we are different, because Krishna is huge and we are just tiny sparks. Okay, yeah, anybody wants to chant? Rishika.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hi Krishna. Chant. Hare Krishna. Okay. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्था स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव विद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविद् एवोचाहम्. Okay, so what is Krishna saying? The reason of studying Vedas is to understand Krishna. The ultimate objective of learning all the Vedas is to ultimately start chanting, offering devotional service and going back to Krishna. Okay, and the same thing, and the knower of the Vedas is Krishna. The compiler of the Vedas is Krishna. Everything is Krishna. Okay, so Krishna is the one seated in everyone's heart as Paramatma, giving us the power of remembrance and forgetfulness. Sometimes we say, no, oh God, I forgot. So that forgetfulness Krishna is only giving you. And sometimes you remember something suddenly. That remembrance Krishna is only giving you. Okay, nothing, literally nothing is happening without Krishna. Okay, we are all living based on Krishna's mercy and Krishna's help only. Okay, so the purpose of self-realization is clearly stated in Bhagavad Gita. So to study Vedas, it is to understand Krishna. That is the sole reason why people study Vedas. Okay, so we don't have to go and study Vedas because we are studying Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so Krishna is telling, no, the sole purpose of studying Vedas is to understand Krishna. If we are able to understand Krishna through Bhagavad Gita, why should we study Vedas? It's very difficult. Vedas are very difficult. Okay, so now there are two classes of beings, okay, fallible and infallible. So see, this is a very nice example. We are born, then we go to school, we get graduated, and then we go to office, right? And then we become old, and then we become diseased, and then we die one day, right? We die, and our body will be burnt or buried inside the ground, right? So this is how the material world is. Okay, the changes keep happening, but there is also called, that is why it is called fallible. We all fall down, right? We all die. This material body dies. But there is one more category called infallible, right? Infallible means no fall, no birth, no death. That is in the spiritual world. Once we get the spiritual body, our original body is spiritual body. Once we get that back, when do we get it back? After going home. Okay, we need to go back home, back to Godhead. That's when we get that infallible nature of ours. Okay, so all of us, we should all aim at that infallible nature, not this fallible nature. Animal, dog also dies. Human beings also die. What is the difference, right? Let's become devotees and go back to the Lord. Okay, so no one can surpass the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, this is a very nice Leela, no? Govardhan Leela. All of us know what happened in Govardhan Leela. Krishna lifted the entire Govardhan hill with his little finger. Little finger, can you imagine? Right? Can we do that? A lot of people say, no, I will start imitating Krishna. He married so many wives, I will also go marry so many wives. Right? He lifted Govardhan hill. Why aren't we going and lifting Govardhan hill? Right? So Krishna's leelas are beyond, conception. We cannot even imagine, right? So the greatness of Krishna's leelas, we cannot even imagine. Little finger say he lifted Govardhan hill. So our duty is to bow down and appreciate the leelas, not imitating them. We cannot surpass Krishna. Okay, we cannot overtake Krishna. Okay, Krishna is the Lord, and we have just very limited capacity. We are all incapable of everything. We cannot even digest our food. Okay, so the living entity, either in conditioned state or in the liberated state, cannot surpass the quantity of inconceivable potencies of Krishna. Okay, Krishna's energies are unlimited. Nobody can overtake them. Okay, so whoever knows me as Supreme Person without doubting, okay, so let's not doubt. Krishna is the Supreme. When he's telling it in Bhagavad Gita, why aren't we believing it? Right? No other scriptures say this God is supreme, that God is supreme. Right? Only Bhagavad Gita is saying. Why? Because Bhagavad Gita is Krishna's words, right? Krishna himself is saying, I am great, I am the supreme. But we have to believe because he is the Lord. Okay? When he says something, it is the truth. It is the ultimate truth. Okay? So Krishna is saying, without doubt, Krishna is the knower of everything. Okay? He is the Supreme Lord. And if you engage in devotional service to the Supreme Lord, okay, we all can win this material world. We can go back to Krishna. Okay, so this is the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures. Okay, and that is the secret. Okay, understanding that Krishna is the Supreme without any doubts in our mind is what is the secret. Okay, to become a devotee of the Lord. Okay, so only when you understand Krishna is great, you will actually bow down. Right? Why do we all respect our teachers? When teacher comes into our class, we stand up, right? And then when she leaves, we say thank you and we sit down, right? So why do we do all that? Because she is superior to us. She knows something more than us. That's why we are learning from her and we are respecting her. I mean, her or him, right? Same thing. And now we know Krishna is the Supreme. He knows everything. He knows more than our teacher, right? So obviously we have to bow down. And that's why people do this, Shashtanga. Okay? Dhanvat Pranam we say. Okay? So now the moment you understand Krishna is the Supreme, he's the greatest of all, we naturally become devotees. Any person with common sense, with brain, will definitely go and surrender to Krishna. Right? They will say, oh Krishna, I mean everything is happening with Krishna's mercy. Everything is happening with Krishna's direction. He is the director. We're all just actors, right? We are acting based on the director's instructions. That is Krishna's instructions. So the moment we understand this, what do? We go and pray to him day and night. We say, oh Krishna, you are great. I didn't even know all this. Right now, we definitely want to go back to him. Right? Anybody with brain will definitely go and surrender to Krishna. Right? So never doubt the Shastras. Whatever is given in the scripture is the truth. Right? Scriptures have told how the universe is millions of years ago when Vedas came into existence itself. Scientists are telling now how the universe is. Right? So you can understand, right? All the answers are there in the Shastras. So we just have to go back to Shastras and search for the answers. That's all. Don't go with modern science because they are also doing research. Nobody is perfect. Only Shastras and the Lord is perfect. Okay? So Krishna takes care of the devotee. Like, see, when you have something precious in your hand, no, some gold jewelry, pearls and all, you will hold it in both the hands and you will take care of it. Right? Same way, a devotee, Krishna holds a devotee in his hand and takes care of him. Right? So a devotee goes under the protection of Krishna's divine energy directly. Okay? So Krishna, inch by inch, whatever happens in your life, Krishna comes and takes care. Okay? But the criteria for that is you should become a devotee of the Lord. You should chant sincerely. That is the only criteria. If you chant sincerely, he will hold you in his hands and take care. Okay? You will start experiencing it. I have experienced. If I have experienced, you can also experience. Right? So there are a lot of experience that I have gone through. If I have gone through, you can also go through. Right? What is needed? Sincere chanting. That's all. Okay? And yeah. And yeah, so one can purify his mind with chanting process. Okay? So chant, and see, gold, when you have to test gold, what do? You go burn the gold, right? And you melt the gold, you heat it, and then only you will start testing the purity of the gold. Same thing. We should also be tested. Maya is testing our purity. Okay? That's why chanting is the process here. The moment you start chanting, you will pass all the tests Mayas give. You will overcome all the difficulties Mayas give. Why? Because the moment you start chanting with sincerity, Krishna comes and protects you. Whatever test Maya gives you, Krishna comes and helps you clear it. And you will pass. Okay? That is the greatness of Krishna. But for this, you need determination. Okay? See, even after telling so much, a lot of people are not chanting. See the strength of the class, 17. And hardly 4 or 5 are chanting. On Ekadashi also, a lot of people are not chanting. That's why you should have done lot of punya in your previous janma to start chanting in this janma. Okay? Otherwise, it's very difficult. Okay, unless you've done a lot of punya, it's very difficult. All that punya, some accumulated punya you would have got, and you are hearing Bhagavad Gita class today, right? You are hearing. Why aren't your friends hearing the Bhagavad Gita class? You would have told. Few people would have told, no, I don't want to join, right? They don't have that accumulated punya. It is by Krishna's mercy things work. Okay, so with determination, see, when you have a race, what do? With determination you run, and then you cross the finish line, right? So same way, you have to undergo this devotional process with determination, not giving up. When we sit and chant, you get thoughts in mind. All of us get. That doesn't mean we stop chanting, right? We have to continue chanting. It's fine. Thoughts though all of us get. Our duty is with determination. Focus as in hear the mantra you chant. When you chant Hare Krishna, hear it while chanting. Okay, that is the only secret. And success is for rigid practitioner. You should not give up. Practice chanting, and then you'll get success. Okay, chant and be happy. In ISKCON, if you go and buy japa bags, okay, most of the japa bags have this: chant and be happy, because chanting is the only way you can be happy. There is no other way. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. Any questions anybody have? I wanted to show you a video. Today it's time. Okay, let's see tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Panika, tell me.